जा रहा है क्या? बाकी सब कहाँ है?
मैच नंबर 48 बिटवीन पंजाब किंग्स एंड गुजरात टाइटंस। एक है टेबल टॉपर और एक है बॉटम 3 की टीम। मैच अच्छा होने वाला है। क्या गुजरात टाइटंस बनेगी पहली टीम जो पहुंचेगी प्लेऑफ में अगर आज जीतती है तो, या फिर पंजाब किंग्स अभी भी उम्मीदें बरकरार रखेंगी इस जीत के साथ प्लेऑफ की रेस में? इन सब पे बात करने के लिए हमारे साथ शो में मौजूद हैं देवशीष सेन, वेदा कृष्णमूर्ति और ऑन टाइम जॉयदीप मुखर्जी। A warm welcome to all of you.
Thank you, Rima
Thank
ji.
you,
Veda looking
Rima.
very happy. Veda looking very happy
I
after yesterday
wanted to
evening's
tell you
result.
that I wanted to tell you your face is glowing today. Maybe because of yesterday's game.
So is yours. Mine is understandable. Yours, I wonder why.
Mine is because of different reasons. I can't tell it on air.
Okay, then we will hear it off air. But look at Devashish. Which team is he playing for? I can't figure out from the jersey.
He scammed
My
a
God.
jersey. From when
I
did you
think that's
become
a-
Gujarat Titans fan? Just because they're on tabletop, is it?
Absolutely, always go with table toppers.
Very smart. Very smart. अब
ये हैं
अपने लड़ाई
केकेआर के फैंस हैं ये, जहाँ पे पलड़ा भारी हुआ उस तरफ चले गए।
He's wearing Gujarat Titan jersey and he's sitting. What is this?
जिस दिन केकेआर नहीं खेलते हम लोग भाड़ा हो जाते हैं दूसरे का, लेकिन जिस दिन केकेआर खेलते हैं हम केकेआर के सपोर्टर हैं. Veda, why, so happy Veda is for me, for Devashish. You can make out. Look at that smile. I haven't seen that all summer. This is what fellow feeling is. This is what Veda is all
That
about.
is because after looking at you, there's different kind of glow today. Like I feel like having a smile on my face looking at you.
You've changed your position, but we have to go to the match. Rima ji is getting very jittery. She's got her phone ready. She's got all her stats. Rima ji, even I've got same as yours, but not phone, unfortunately. I use Nokia 1120. Cost 1,400 rupees.
आप दोनों फोन पे बात कर लो, हम शो बाद में कर लेंगे।
चलिए
अब मैच पे आते हैं। गुजरात टाइटंस ने टॉस जीता है और पहले बैटिंग का फैसला लिया है। पॉजिटिव मूव यहाँ पे। वेदा, सबसे पहले आपके पास आऊंगी। एक ऐसी टीम जो टेबल टॉपर है, आज अगर जीती है तो पहली टीम बनेगी जो क्वालिफाई कर सकती है प्लेऑफ्स के लिए, और सामने है पंजाब किंग्स। अच्छी टीम है लेकिन इनकंसिस्टेंट। पहले गुजरात पे आते हैं। गुड टॉस टू विन।
I mean they've been doing well with the toss also. Like Hardik has been winning a lot of tosses as well, not just matches. But it's nice to see that they're experimenting with different things. They were the teams to bat first as well.
And Veda, that helps. That helps
Yeah.
if your team is playing well. That helps.
Exactly, yeah. Like they were the after I think after 10-15 games is I think when Gujarat Titans was the first team to win the toss and bat first. The kind of confidence they're showing, I think it is amazing. And with Tevatia firing, with Rashid firing at the back end, it looks like a complete squad because your openers are good enough to get through a bad day or a good day, whatever it is. Shubman has been decent, but when Hardik is performing batting at number 3, which is new, we've not seen him much at that role. I think he is making a strong case for himself.
देवशीष, सेम साइड है, दोनों में कोई चेंजेस नहीं है। यही स्टेबिलिटी आप देखना चाहते थे और पंजाब किंग्स के पास आज बहुत कुछ है करने को। अच्छा खेल सकते हैं लेकिन वो कंसिस्टेंसी कहीं ना कहीं लैक कर रही है। शायद वो ओवर अटैकिंग कह सकते हैं इसको।
Yeah, we have discussed this time and again that their approach has been questionable because they have always, the batsmen particularly, they have gone in for slam bang approach, which is not, means obviously at times it won't click. But then the key for Punjab to do well will be again be Shikhar Dhawan, because he has been the banker, as Joydip
Yes.
time and again says.
Are we going to hear that word today?
Yeah.
Not for me.
And
I have preached. Now my disciples will talk.
Absolutely, Joyda. And the fact is that Mayank needs to deliver now, because high end Punjab needs to win all the games now, because they have the remaining games are against RR, RCB, DC, and SRH, who are all in the contention for making it to the playoffs. So that's not going to be easy. If they lose, they are almost
today. Mayank will score, because when he says this is high time, Virat Kohli ने बोला था 50 कर दिया, आज तो दिन आ गया मयंक का।
साथ में डांस और जोड़ देते हैं।
and साथ में हंसी भी आ गया, कनाडा का प्लेयर, सब जुड़े हुए हैं हम।
ज़रूरी है। बहुत अच्छा पॉइंट बोला है देवाशीष ने, जॉयदीप, की मयंक अग्रवाल को परफ़ॉर्म करना पड़ेगा।
या
इट्स हाई टाइम,
एब्सोल्युटली।
क्योंकि आप ना केवल कैप्टन हैं, आप एक अच्छे बैटर भी हैं, ओपनिंग कर रहे हैं, जो स्लॉट पे आप पसंद करते हैं, जहाँ पे आपको सक्सेस मिला है। शिखर धवन वहाँ पे लोन वॉरियर की तरह आते हैं, लेकिन जब वो नहीं चले, ये मैच हारे हैं। सो आज 5 में से 4 मैच पंजाब किंग्स को जीतने होंगे अगर प्लेऑफ्स की रेस में बने रहना है, क्योंकि बाद में नेट रन रेट का भी काम हो सकता है। तो क्या अप्रोच आज आप एक्सपेक्ट करेंगे पंजाब किंग्स से?
I don't know if I'm the only one thinking this, and I could be completely wrong, but why do I feel that Mayank is trying to bat like KL Rahul without him being there? Because he's feeling the absence of KL Rahul. He's batted with him closest buddies, and because he's done so well for India, he feels he can take it to the next level. So when KL was there in this team, he batted differently. Now without KL, he's trying to up the ante, play a little more aggressively, take a lot more chances, and hasn't come off. So he can take a step back, because as we were discussing yesterday in the post show, that now the runs have come down by about 20, 25 runs. Now it's no more 200. It's 170, 175 is a very good score. So that also gives you the leeway to play a little bit more conservatively and build your innings. And you have the people, the firepower at the end. But if you don't do your job, that cylinder is remaining empty, and that's a big one.
वेदा, कल केकेआर मैच जीती थी, पहले बॉलिंग चूज किया था उन्होंने। आज पंजाब किंग्स पहले बॉलिंग कर रही है, एक मौका है मैच में बने रहने का। बॉलिंग साइड अच्छी है, रबाडा है, अक्षरदीप है, संदीप शर्मा है जो अच्छा कर रहे हैं, ऋषि धवन में बीच बीच में अच्छा बॉलिंग डालते हैं। तो कहीं ना कहीं मौका है आपके पास गुजरात टाइटंस को कम स्कोर पे रोकने का, फिर ये मैच जीतने का।
Definitely, देखो, you have to back yourself, and their bowling side has been doing well, especially with Arshdeep and Rabada. They've been doing a great job, and Rishi Dhawan's addition has been tremendous for them, because that's worked out for their plan. And we know how Rishi Dhawan is effective when it comes to batting as well. So they look like a good squad. It is only about how they're going to come together as a team and perform. It's like one odd person is performing on every single day. You need two three batters especially, and I really like how Rajapaksha is batting for them. I think he's been a revelation for Punjab. Nobody expected that he would come and play like that, but he is literally, if you look at that standard level or skill level, he is matching Livingston with that six hitting abilities. Because in the auction when he was bought, nobody knew what exactly he could do, but he's literally matching Livingston there.
और राजपक्सा की जिस
Look,
बात की, मेरा अगला क्वेश्चन वही था। देवाशीष की बहुत अच्छे बैटर है, अच्छी बैटिंग कर रहे हैं, तो थोड़ा सा बस स्कोर लंबा करना होगा। स्टार्ट्स उनको मिल रहे हैं, कहाँ पे स्ट्रगल कर रही है पंजाब किंग्स की? 20-30 तो आ रहे हैं, वो 70-80 वाला इनिंग सिर्फ शिखर धवन के बैट से आया है। अगर उसमें राजपक्सा को भी जोड़ दे कि थोड़ा सा आप स्कोर को आगे लेके जाइए, क्योंकि आप फिनिश तभी करेंगे जब मैच बनेगा।
Yeah, Rimaji, I would rather want to see Johnny Bairstow opening the batting for Punjab Kings, because he did well opening the batting in IPL when he played for Sunrisers. So with Mayank not being in the best of form, one would love to see someone like a Bairstow. Bairstow is also struggling for that matter. So, but it might be a way out, means because he can play those attacking shots, he can utilize the power play. So Punjab, and you have rightly said that someone needs to fire and go on to score a big knock. If they have to post someone in that region of 175, 180, someone needs to, and who else better to do it than Shikhar Dhawan and Bairstow, because these are experienced international batters, so they know how to grind their innings, pace their innings. So I would rather love to see Bairstow opening the batting with Shikhar Dhawan.
मुझे थोड़ा मुश्किल लग रहा है कि मयंक, मुझे
I
लगता नहीं
don't
कि
think so
नीचे
that is
आएंगे।
going to
That
happen.
won't happen. That won't happen because Mayank is the captain.
तो हर टीम के हिसाब से
हम थोड़ा सब कप्तानी किए हुए हैं, हम समझ सकते हैं आप क्या बोल रहे हैं, लेकिन हम अपने अभी तो करंट कप्तान भी है हमारे साथ।
कर्नाटका के अपनी प्लेस नहीं छोड़नी वहां पे, लेकिन सामने है गुजरात टाइटंस। जॉयदीप, एक
गौतम गंभीर
स्ट्रॉन्ग
छोड़ा था,
टीम।
गौतम गंभीर छोड़ा था, सौरव गांगुली छोड़ा था ओपन।
देखिए
केकेआर के
गौतम,
लिए
मुझे
दोनों,
लगता है वो कुछ भी कर सकता है। गौतम ने तो
नहीं
अपने आप
इवन
को ड्रॉप
सौरव
भी कर
छोड़ा
लिया
था
दिल्ली
उसका
में।
पहले, when Gale and McCullum came, सौरव भी 3 नंबर पे आया था। All see these guys are captains, legends for their country. Saurav has batted 3 for India also many times, in spite of having such a record with the white ball, red ball, everything. But they do it for the team. Sachin batted number 4 in the NatWest Trophy in 2002. He batted 4 in the whole tournament. The magical 325 chase. So these guys do it. So, but yeah, it's a tough call, but it's a call that should have been taken by now.
But if you see last time when Gale was there, Gale was batting number 3. Mayank was still
Yeah,
opening.
exactly.
KL.
Yeah, true. That is
आप
second.
कर
don't
सकते
see-
हैं,
I
करना
don't
नहीं
see
होने
चाहते
वाला
हैं
है।
नहीं, वही
नहीं होने वाला
आप
है।
कर सकते हैं जयदीप, करना चाहते हैं नहीं, ये बड़ा क्वेश्चन है।
नहीं, अगर गेल को
नहीं
नंबर
होगा।
3 खिला है तो ये नहीं होने वाला है। गेल
नहीं
नंबर
होगा।
3 खेलना, ही
Absolutely,
hates
yeah,
playing
yeah,
number
yeah.
3.
केएल
He
को ही
wants to
नंबर
go.
3 अगर खिला सकते हैं इसको ओपनिंग करके, आई
हाँ।
डोंट थिंक सो ही इज रेडी टू लीव हिज प्लेस
जॉनी
रिगार्डिंग
बेस्टो का 3 नंबर ये भी है उनका।
या
कर्नाटका की सोच है बेटा।
कर्नाटका की सोच नहीं है, वो जो है वो दिख रहा है, सोच की तो बात ही नहीं है। जो
रीमा
किया
जी,
हुआ है, we're talking about that.
रीमा जी, आप ट्रॉफी के दुकान में है, घर में है?
घर पे है, मैंने सोचा थोड़ा सा
लेजेंडरी
दिखा
रीमा
है।
मल्होत्रा।
एब्सोल्यूट।
थोड़ी अब गुजरात टाइटंस की तरफ जाते हैं कि सॉलिड टीम जो हार के मुंह से जीत निकाल के आ रही है, जो फिनिश बहुत अच्छा कर रही है, बैटिंग में नहीं होंगी, बहुत स्मूथ हो रही है, बहुत अच्छा हो रहा है, हर चीज पर्पल पैच में नहीं चल रहा, लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं से जयदीप वो जीतना जानते हैं, वो मैच विनिंग नॉक्स जो आ रही है, स्पेशली नीचे से मिलर से, राहुल तेवतिया से, राशिद खान से, सो ये आपको एक अलग टीम बनाता है, इसीलिए आप 16 पॉइंट्स के साथ टेबल टॉपर हो।
Yeah, it also looks like a very versatile team. Tewatia can bat. Rashid Khan can bat. Although they are playing for the other skill. Tewatia can bowl, but he's doing with the bat. Rashid Khan can do it with the bat. He's playing as a bowler. It's a very versatile, multi-dimensional team. And always the multi-dimensional teams seem to do better in this version, because often the main guys have off days with bat, with ball. Then who bails you out? For me, these guys are the real heroes, the guys who bail you out. Because जिस दिन नंबर नहीं आता, उस दिन तो स्टार्स ऊपर में 1, 2, 3 में वेदा कृष्णमूर्ति 126 नॉट आउट, रीमा मल्होत्रा 97 हो गया। लेकिन जिस दिन आप लोग नहीं करोगे, कौन 5 नंबर 6 नंबर 7 फंसा हुआ मैच कौन निकालता है? और उनका बारी आता नहीं है, ज्यादा रिकॉर्ड्स दिखता नहीं। तेवाटिया का रन्स इज नॉट 6000 runs in IPL, 3000 runs, but how valuable are the runs he's got? You put a value on the runs, then you realize what a player he is.
I agree with what you're saying. I mean, I am definitely in for, like, I don't know, but I think selectors should look into having him in the squad at least to, for the next series, like when we're playing South Africa, like have him, because he's doing it time and again. It's not like one time thing. He every time you put him in this
True.
in that situation,
Veda.
he's winning it for the team. So you need winners like this. You need match
And
winners.
he came really
You need
close
people
to
who
playing
are
for the
courageous
country.
to
There was some
actually
fitness
play those
issues.
shots.
Yeah, and he came close to playing for the country. He was in Calcutta actually. There was some fitness issues. He was doing the yo-yo.
Yeah.
We had gone for Bengal practice and he saw on his own because we were playing some tournament here, Vijay Hazare or something, and he was doing his yo-yo alone. They were out of the tournament. They had lost, but he was with the trainer early in the morning because he had a test to give an NCA. So, he's come close to playing for the country. And now he's become even more consistent. Now he's probably batting at his best. But we have to...
Yeah, they call him the Iceman.
Yeah, it looks like it. And right now, Devashish is the Iceman because the t-shirt has come from Mohammad Shami. Am I right? Close? Close?
Not too close, Joyda.
Not too close. Not too close. His reach is far beyond.
बॉलिंग यूनिट की बात भी कर रहे हैं वेदा, एक ऐसी टीम जिन्होंने ऑक्शन में 5 ऐसे बॉलर लिए जो विकेट टेकर्स थे, और वहीं पे इस वजह से आज आप टेबल में सबसे ऊपर भी हो, विकेट्स भी लेते हो, अगर एक नहीं करता तो दूसरा करता है, या फिर दोनों तरफ से आप कहते हैं कि आप अटैक करते हैं, बॉलिंग इन पार्टनरशिप। सबसे सक्सेसफुल जो बॉलिंग लाइनअप रही है वो रही है गुजरात टाइटंस की, और ये बहुत बड़ी वजह है कि आप मैच भी जीतते हैं, आप रिस्ट्रिक्ट भी कर सकते हैं, और बैटिंग में आपके फिनिशर भी हैं आपके पास, तो फिनिशिंग जो लिंक दे रखा है ना, वो बहुत कमाल का दे रखा है गुजरात टाइटंस ने।
Yeah, I mean, their bowling has been really good. With Rajasthan, I think Gujarat is one of the teams where they've been bowling really well. They complement each other very well, like with Shami and Alzari Joseph at the top, and then Lockie Ferguson in between, and then Rashid Khan and people like that bowling, that they've been doing tremendously well. And you spoke about partnership. That is something which is very, very evident here. And
Hmm.
with that seam position early in the overs in the new ball with Shami, how he comes, it looks so good to watch in a T20 cricket, that there's such good seam presentation. And then it's this fast and furious Alzari Joseph and Loki Ferguson, who's bowling 150, 145 plus consistently. And
Hmm.
with Rashid Khan, he's a magician. Obviously he'll have one off days here and there, but he is someone who would give you 4 overs and will be economical regardless of
True.
what it is. So as a unit, they're looking really, really good. That is the reason, like, as batters they look really good because they're complementing each other. As bowlers, they're looking good because they're complementing each other. The whole word, that partnership thing, whatever is happening here, no, that should be stressed. And they look like a really well gelled and team, where they know each other really well, and each other's game also really well.
And Rima, on this,
Atmosphere
they,
भी.
whoever they picked in the auction, whatever team they had in mind, they're all on the park.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That always doesn't happen with injuries, with form. You know, आपने जो 11 सोचे थे वो 11 ही है.
Hmm.
मुंबई का शायद 8 है, केकेआर का 6 है.
Hmm.
बिकॉज ऑफ फॉर्म, फिटनेस, नोकिया नहीं है दिल्ली का. ये इन्होंने जो 11 सोचे थे, और बैकअप्स भी है, अभी वो खेल नहीं रहा है. That's very that doesn't happen too often. It's there, yeah. Everything is happening for them.
सब कुछ हो रहा है और रिप्लेसमेंट भी उनके पास रहता है। यश दयाल खेले, वो इंजर्ड हुए तो आप प्रदीप सांगवान को लेके आए, फिर प्रदीप सांगवान ने पिछले मैच में अच्छा 5 साल बाद खेला, विकेट भी लिया, रन्स भी कम दिए, मतलब सबको एक करके रखना ये बहुत अच्छा काम किया गुजरात टाइटंस ने। देवशीष
दिल्ली का कप्तान भी है.
दिल्ली का कैप्टन भी है और प्रेशर हैंडल करना जानते हैं काफी, और एक्सपीरियंस मैच्योरिटी लेवल उनमें अब आ चुकी है। 5 साल पहले के प्रदीप सांगवान और 5 साल के बाद के प्रदीप सांगवान, पहला मैच मिला उसमें परफॉर्म किया, और यही खासियत रही है गुजरात टाइटंस की, जो एटमॉस्फेयर है बाहर का। मैं इंटरव्यू देख रही थी, पोस्ट मैच इंटरव्यू, जब हार्दिक पांड्या और राहुल तेवतिया करते, राहुल तेवतिया कह रहे हैं कि आप ही हमें इस पोजीशन पे डालते हैं और फिर आप ही, हम जब पैडअप होते हैं तो बोलते हैं कि हमें आप पे विश्वास है। वो हेल्दी एटमॉस्फेयर होना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। देवशीष, जिसकी जिक्र अभी विद्या कृष्ण मूर्ति ने किया है, कि वो कहीं ना कहीं ऑन द फील्ड रिफ्लेक्ट भी कर रहा है।
Yeah, and they complement each other very, very well. That's the secret of success of this Gujarat Titans team. क्योंकि देखिए, Matthew Wade was not performing well. Riddhiman Shah, I think he's suddenly, with Riddhiman clicking at the top, means the starts that he has given in the last 2-3 matches, that is the pressure of Shubman Gill. Because Shubman Gill, if you notice that last 6 matches, he has scored only 80 runs, and his strike rate has also not that great, 98, which is not that great for a T20 format. So I think Saha clicking, that eases the pressure at the top, and then you have the likes of Hardik and the Rahul Tewatias, the Rashid Khans. So I think the secret of this Gujarat Titans team is that they complement each other well, and also the fact that I think if there is any weak link, I would say that. I would not say weak link, but then Hardik Pandya has not been bowling in the last 3 matches. Because we all know, because he got that injury on his right shoulder, and ever since he has not been bowling. So is there a bit of
I
concern?
have some inside info. Now that shoulder is not one to worry about long term. For once, I have one. It's not the old injury that kept him out of bowling for a year and a half. It's not that
Yeah.
one. See,
Yeah.
whenever somebody's injured for long and then comes back, gets injured, we all feel wahi wala hoga.
Yeah.
But it's not that one. So that's good news for us going forward.
And I don't mind if it is precautionary. You don't want to exert
Yeah,
when you're not
absolutely.
100% feeling right. I don't think so. It is that important at this point. It's a long tournament. We play around 14 games. They look like they'll play the playoff, and they might top the table. So there'll be extra games that they're playing. Even by the end of IPL, if he gets to 100% of bowling with all of that, I think it's still fine. And another thing is, when team is doing well, no, you being a captain, you kind of hold yourself back. It's like, aaj zarurat nahi hai, jaan do, these people are doing well,
True.
so maybe let me
True.
just take a step back and see how it goes. But in a situation where it is very crucial and he's
Yeah, yeah,
100%, and then he's not bowling, is a concern. It is not
yeah.
his back, or it is not anything else. 150 kilometer per hour getting hit on the shoulder, it can be very, very painful. So
Yeah, absolutely.
that impact will be there, and it will stay for some time, and he needs to feel good about it because it's his bowling arm. So I
You
mean,
make
I
a
don't
great
feel
point.
it is something for us
You,
to
you,
worry
you
about at this point.
yeah, you make a great point that without him bowling, we are not missing his bowling. Gujarat is
Yeah,
not missing his bowling. That's a
yeah,
great point. And
yeah,
that augurs well. I've taken Devashish's word. Augurs well is his word. He's got the rights for that. So I'll just borrow it. That augurs well for Indian cricket going forward. There's so much of 18, 20, T20s, World Cup.
yeah,
Ultimately, you want the best for India. I mean, this is a great tournament, but at the end of the day, it's a domestic tournament. Ultimately, it's India. And
yeah.
that's what hopefully he's saving his bowling for the best.
बट जयदीप वो कहीं न कहीं स्ट्रगल तो कर रहे हैं। रनिंग में अगर देखें 2-3 बॉल उन्होंने चेस करना था, फील्डिंग में उन्होंने चेस किया नहीं। अगर अपर बॉडी में नहीं है ना, कहीं ना निगल्स उनके लोअर बॉडी में डेफिनेटली हैं। बैटिंग वो कर रहे हैं, लेकिन जब आप फील्डिंग करते हैं तो वो 100% फिट नज़र नहीं आ रहे। अगर वो इसी तरह से चलता रहा, जैसे कि वेदन ने कहा अभी टाइम है, लेकिन अगर आप बार-बार खेलोगे ना तो ये हाई इंटेंसिटी गेम है, कहीं न कहीं वो एग्रीवेट होता है। अगर आपको छोटा-मोटा भी निगल है तो फिलहाल वो टाइम है जब आप 1-2 मैच का ब्रेक ले सकते हो। 16 पॉइंट के साथ आप टॉप पे हो। सो अगर है तो इफ्स एंड बट्स है, क्योंकि हमें ऑफिशियल कोई न्यूज़ नहीं है। डेफिनेटली वो फील्डिंग में 100% एफर्ट नहीं दे रहे।
Maybe
Imagine it's a
after
tough one
today's game.
because yeah, you want to be 1 and 2, 3 and 4
Yeah,
is dicey. You want to
yeah.
be 1 and 2 because you want to have two cracks at the cherry. Number one.
Mm,
Number two is that the team is captained so well.
yeah,
हुँ,
I've been more. I mean, for me, that's been the number one take of this whole IPL. With
yeah,
everything that has happened, his
हुँ,
captaincy. I never thought he's going to be this good. So calm,
हुँ,
composed. His pre-match, post-match, he comes like a
हुँ,
seasoned campaign, completely opposite of what I thought he would be.
mm,
हुँ,
So that is also has an effect on the team, and it's not him playing; it's the effect he has in the ground when you drop a catch or when you let a fielding go or somebody gets hit for 2 sixes. It's what you as a captain go and tell the bowler. Now you can't do that sitting in the dugout. So maybe they will just lose their bite there on the tournament if he goes away for a while. You miss him, and then he's like, yeah, ठीक है, कप्तान मिस कर रहा हूँ, प्लेयर तो ठीक है मिल गया, कोई आ गया 30-35, पर
हुँ,
वो कप्तानी, वो जो मोमेंट्स आता है जब आप कप्तान रोज रह चुके हो, जब आपको कंट्रोल लेना पड़ता है, पिटाई
हुँ।
हो रहा है या ड्रॉप हो गया या everybody is gone bonkers because 2 overs have been messy, 2 ओवर में 30-35 आ गया, how do you get it back?
And maybe I
हुँ,
think after today's game, they might think about it if that is the concern, because
Yeah, if it's
I
that
don't
bad they will.
feel,
Yeah, I
yeah,
agree.
I don't feel that it's much of a worry. But if there is any chances of 10-20% that he needs to recover or do well, maybe if they win today, they'll pretty much sit at the top, and it will be like
हुँ,
almost sure whether they'll be first or second. Maybe then
and
they'll think about it. But
and also you both have played, I mean, a lot more recently. I mean, Vedas is continuing to play, but sometimes when you have an injury you also let it go. You don't exert yourself so much.
yeah,
I mean, just more preventive,
yeah,
हुँ,
कि गड़बड़ ना हो जाए. Unless it's last ball 3 to win, then obviously give it all you got. But
yeah.
if it's if you can hold yourself back, if you know what I
No,
mean.
there was a couple of stops he did at mid off, like was diving and literally
हुँ।
saving those
डाइव
boundaries.
लेटरल मूवमेंट कोई दिक्कत नहीं थी बेटा, वो जो रनिंग का प्रॉब्लम था ना, वो थोड़ा-सा
Uh-huh.
इश्यू नज़र आ रहा है उनकी रनिंग पे, वो चेज़ नहीं कर रहे थे, उन्होंने जस्ट जॉग
Today
किया,
I'll watch.
दोनों
मैं तो वो लैटरल मूवमेंट, वो कवर्स में खड़े होते लैटरली काफी है, इधर उधर गिर के खड़े हो जाए पकड़ लो
ट्रू,
बहुत
ट्रू।
है.
लेकिन वो ऐसे प्लेयर है जो हमें आगे भई जिन पे ऑस्ट्रेलिया का स्टैम्प लगना है, तो हम तो वो हीरा है ना, चुन-चुन के
Definitely
उनको यूज़ कर
We
रहे
he
हैं।
need
has
him.
to be there in the World Cup regardless of
X
what it
factor,
is.
X factor player, X factor player.
अपने आप को
एब्सोल्युटली।
जैसे मर्जी फिट करके रख लो कि with both ball and bat and on the field also, I think he's a really good fielder.
X factor player.
He's
हुँ,
Yeah, you need him. वो तो दिख ही रहा है, like going at number 3 for someone who bats mid order all his life. I think in the way he's controlled
And how
aggression,
good
what
has he
he's there,
looked?
he
And how
looks
good has he
very
looked
that
playing
that
cricketing
little
shots?
smirk on his face, no, that smile, and then that attitude. It kind of looks very fancy. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's very Bangalorean, Karnataka.
Yeah, I don't know how he's
ट्रू।
from Baroda actually.
आई एग्री जॉयदीप। गुजरात टाइटंस पहले बैटिंग कर रही है, लेकिन बॉलिंग पे तो हम बाद में आएँगे। लेकिन सामने है अक्षरदीप, रबाडा, संदीप शर्मा, देवाशीष। इतना आसान होने नहीं वाला। स्पेशली अक्षरदीप ने बड़ा इम्प्रेस किया, जिस तरीके से अपना स्लोअर वन यूज़ किया है, बाउंसर्स यूज़ किए हैं, यॉर्कर यूज़ किए हैं। एक ऐसा प्लेयर, एक ऐसा पेसर जो आप फ्यूचर के लिए देख सकते हैं। इनके पास वो एबिलिटी है विकेट लेने की, प्रेशर हैंडल करने की।
Yeah, he has been a revelation in this IPL, but the wickets column doesn't reflect for him because he has only picked 3 wickets so far, if I'm not wrong. So I think जब उसको
You are
wicket
never
भी
wrong.
मिला, जब
You are
उसको
never wrong
wicket,
with stats.
But I think we as a panel should emphasize, like how Joyda said, the value what they bring. Forget about how many wickets they're taking. Forget about how many runs they're
absolutely,
doing.
Absolutely.
I
yeah,
think
absolutely.
as far as they're bringing in value to the team, I think that should be the main this thing. And rather than us telling he's not got wickets or he's not got runs, we can tell that his economy rate has been so low that
That's a
he's
mirror
been
stat,
doing
actually.
so
Yeah,
well.
very right.
Yeah,
Very.
I
Because
think we'll have to
he gives four
talk
runs in
about
the
it.
over. The other guy
Yeah,
from
I
the
think
other
we have
end can
to
get 2 wickets.
start talking about these things in a very positive way, because
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
brings out a different thing. Like
So
I
he
mean, I
bowls a
know
five-run over.
I've
He bowls
batted
a five-run
5-6
over.
all my life for India, so I know how tough it is.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I feel, and also
They
Debashish.
always
So
expect 50. They're like, 50 नहीं किया तो क्या batting किया? They'll not see what runs we've scored, because they're not
yeah,
outs
true.
and the 20
But
30 runs doesn't count.
And also
yeah,
Debashish, just on that, if he bowls a five-run over, and the next guy, the guy from the other end, gets 2 wickets, his 5 runs has contributed to those 2 wickets.
Yeah,
Because now they're trying to get 20 instead of getting 10.
yeah.
So that's how it's your impact. Yeah.
yeah, and
Go on, Devash.
that's where I'm saying that I'm pointing out that say like of Natarajan,
Yeah.
he bowls those dead overs and also picks wickets. So automatically he becomes that the go-to bowler. See, if you right now pick an Indian team, automatically Natarajan will be the front runner to be in that side ahead of Arshdeep. True,
Yeah.
Arshdeep has been a really has put up very good performances. But if you look at Natarajan, he has been picking the wickets as well. So that is what you want, no? So it's not that because obviously he's putting the pressure on the opponent by bowling those the decent dead overs, when checking those wickets, making the other bowler from the other end his job easier. But having said that, means I still believe in 3 wickets in a tournament means already 10 matches. If he is eyeing a spot in the Indian team, he would definitely love to see more wickets on that column.
Yeah, Devashish, just on that, King, actually you mentioned Natarajan, but Hyderabad's death bowling pair is better than Punjab's. It's only
Yeah,
Akshdeep who's doing a good job,
right.
and he doesn't
Absolutely,
have
Joyda.
support at the other end. We spoke
Yeah,
about it last time. As me, Rimaji, Vedadi, we four were there. We said that he's the only one who bowls at the death. Who else will bowl at the death? But that's not the case with Hyderabad, which is why Natarajan is also picking up wickets, and they're kind of playing him safe because they can make merry on the other side.
right.
Rimaji, all yours.
चलिए जाते जाते
Prediction
अब
time.
मैच शुरू होने वाला है. हाँ, प्रेडिक्शन टाइम तो बनता है.
हाँ,
एक ने तो
देवाशीष को
गुजरात
तो पता
टाइटंस
है.
की टी-शर्ट
देवाशीष को तो पता ही है, वो तो पंजाब
आवा
के
दे
साथ
आवा दे
जाना है,
आवा दे आवा दे
आवा दे. वेदा,
I want to go with Gujarat, but I'd
जॉयदीप
say
आपके पास
Punjab
ऑप्शन.
tonight.
वो सो
I think she's giving
जॉयदीप
me a chance to pick a good team for once.
So then you don't
She's
cry
feeling it.
about it later,
वेदा
saying that,
वेदा भाई
oh, I
पंजाब.
wanted to pick
She's
just
getting.
because Veda is, I have to go against
There
Veda,
is
let
a.
me say that.
There is a. There is. This is Rehem.
Rehem, no,
Rehem.
you've
This
told
is.
it. I can bring out the record, like screen record it and play it for you in the show itself. You
Veda,
always
anything
say
for you.
that.
वेदा भाई पंजाब.
Huh?
आज
Just like that
पंजाब
gut feeling.
जस्ट लाइक दैट. चलो
Gut
ठीक है.
feeling.
सो जॉयदीप और देवशीष हैं आज गुजरात के साथ. वेदा पंजाब को बैक कर रही है. देखते हैं क्या होता है मैच में.
और आप
Who are you supporting?
आई विल गो विद गुजरात. मुझे गुजरात टीम बहुत पसंद है. मुझे कैप्टेंसी पसंद है. मुझे उनके मैच, डिफरेंट मैच विनर्स एंड डिफरेंट मैचेस, ये बहुत
यार
अच्छा है कि वन
दोस्ती.
मैन आर्मी नहीं है. ये वन मैन आर्मी नहीं है. डेफिनेटली
दोस्त ना रहा.
वेदा आज तोड़ देते हैं. कल सीएसके और
दोस्त
आरसीबी का
ना
मैच है. आज
रहा.
तोड़ना बहुत जरूरी है वेदा. कल
और
आरसीबी
कल तक
सीएसके का मैच
मेंटेन
है.
करना है क्या उसको?
तो आज मैंने
This
रिहर्सल कर ली है ना. आज प्रैक्टिस कर रही हूँ ताकि कल जाके मैं सीएसके तुम आरसीबी.
My
this is
my
when
heart
this is
suddenly
when
has become very heavy.
this is like when Amitabh Bachchan went to speak to Hema Malini's mother in Sholay.
And my heart has become very, very heavy right now. I can feel that 100 kilos.
वेदा अब सीएसके को तो अब तो
hurt
धोनी
me.
कैप्टन बन गया. मेरे पास टाइम नहीं
You
है
hurt
आरसीबी के
me.
लिए. इट
You
इज
तो
hurt
ओके.
मेहनत
me.
चल रहा है.
Don't
One day
forget,
in a-
CSK is not playing only one game tomorrow. They still will play three games. तब बात
same
करूंगी
goes for
तुमसे.
RCB वेदा.
कोई बात नहीं. It's okay.
अब-
चलो
अभी
ये
बटर
बैटल तो
मार्जरीन
चलता
मक्खन
रहेगा.
चल रहा है, मक्खन बटर मक्खन मार्जरीन सब मिला के स्लिप कर जाओगे,
देखिए,
समझ के
हम
चलो।
क्रिकेटर्स हैं, पहले अच्छे से प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, तब कल मैच में उतरेंगे सीएसके को जिताने के लिए. इसलिए आज गुजरात टाइटंस के साथ मैं जाऊंगी, वेदा जा रही है पंजाब किंग्स के साथ. लेकिन अब मैच शुरू होने वाला है यार, मैच देखते हैं. मैच के बाद फिर
चलिए
मिलेंगे
ठीक,
कौन जीता है, लेकिन मैच अच्छा होने वाला है. गाइस टेक केयर, एंजॉय द मैच, सी यू आफ्टर द
You
मैच.
guys. Yeah, like.